going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about Tiger King. Don't worry, I will not be doing this review in that accent, just had to start it off that way. So Tiger King, I can only imagine every single one of you guys has heard about this at this point, and if you haven't heard about it, I'm sure you've seen the memes and probably had no idea what was going on. Honestly, I'm the kind of person who doesn't really jump at the gun to watch a lot of new things that come out on Netflix or anything that's just brand new as far as TV shows. I'm just not that kind of person. There are so many shows that have been going on for so many years that I've been watching and I've been keeping up with, shows that I'm behind on. There's so many shows that I'm already committed to, and I usually just don't ever really feel the pull to jump onto something really new, which is part of the reason why you guys don't tend to see reviews for brand new seasons or shows that come out on Netflix, something like The Witcher, for instance, which is on my list, but it's just one of many things that I plan on watching. So that just goes to show for me that something about Tiger King was just pulling me in. I also was really looking for a new documentary series, something that would really pull me in, and this 110% was that. This video is going to be more of a suggestion video than a review video, because this is a video that I just wanted to use to kind of tell you guys, go and watch Tiger King if you have not already seen this show. Where a lot of us are on quarantine right now, a lot of us are on lockdown, and this is definitely something that will keep you highly entertained while also giving you something to kind of be part of the discussion with. This is a documentary series that essentially follows this man named Joe Exotic, who owns this big cat zoo, essentially. He has tons of tigers and tons of other big cats. They do the cub petting, they do all these different kinds of attractions for people as far as cats, and he's a very interesting guy. He's essentially a gay cowboy with a gun on his hip, who's got this really over-the-top country accent. He's got a mullet, he's got a handlebar mustache, he's got an eyebrow piercing that's kind of like right here and like hanging on for dear life, and he's just a really interesting individual. He's got multiple husbands, he's got all kinds of things going on here, and he's got this very just unique set of people who work for him at the zoo. I'm almost surprised that I had never heard of Joe Exotic up to this point. You know, he was doing an online internet series, and he's just such a memeable and just really interesting person that it almost blows my mind that it took this documentary to really, you know, blow him up. I am so glad that I sat down to watch this because I was highly entertained the entire time. Outside of Joe Exotic, you also have Doc Antle from the Myrtle Beach Safari, and then the biggest thing that this has to do with is Joe Exotic and Carole Baskin from Big Cat Rescue here in Florida. The Big Cat Rescue place is here in Tampa. It's maybe about like an hour away from where I live, and it's kind of crazy because my girlfriend Haley is actually studying to work with big animals. She wants to work within this world, and she looked into internships, including one here at the Big Cat Rescue. And after watching this, we were definitely turned off at the idea, and it's really kind of crazy to see everything that unfolds in this documentary. They filmed this across 5 years, and it started as something, like they say in the documentary, something that was kind of lighthearted and kind of funny and kind of silly, and it turns into this battle between him and this lady Carole Baskin, who believes what he's doing is totally wrong as far as the animals go, and there's just this huge online battle between the two of them, and they have their own supporters, and it gets really nasty as far as the things that they say, the things that they do, and later on there are things like murder for hire plots, drugs, and all kinds of things. Like I mentioned, this is going to be more of a suggestion video. I don't want to talk too much longer about what actually happens in this because I'm sure you've seen the memes, I'm sure there's a lot about it, you've already heard about it, and I think if you're slightly interested, just sit down and watch it. A lot of us, like I said, are in quarantine right now, a lot of us are having to stay at home, and I just highly recommend this show. This is a lot of fun. There's only 7 episodes. Every episode is about 40 minutes to an hour, and I could not recommend this series enough. This is a really crazy documentary that I feel is really well put together. Outside of it having these really crazy events and things that happened over the span of these 5 years that I don't think the people who were making this film could never have guessed, it's also really well put together. It's really engaging. It's never boring, and I was really into this the entire time. So yeah, guys, Tiger King, I highly recommend this. Again, this is more of a suggestion. It's going to be a little shorter than my usual videos. I do highly recommend you guys go check this out, and I definitely want to hear from you guys who have seen this. And if you go and check it out, come back and let me know what you thought, because this has got to be one of the most unique and most engaging documentaries I've ever seen. When I first sat down to watch it, and when I first was seeing all the memes about it and hearing about it, I 110% thought this was an acted, scripted show. I had no idea that this was a real-life documentary about real-life people. It almost seemed too good to be true. It seemed just ridiculous. But in a way, now after watching it, it's almost like you can't make this shit up. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be my thoughts on Tiger King. Definitely leave your comments down below. What did you guys think about this series? What were some of your favorite moments? Definitely want to hear all those things down below. Go watch it, guys. If you have not seen it, I highly recommend it. I think it'll give you a good laugh. It'll be fun and engaging, and it'll kind of just make you think, wow, people like this really exist. It's just really crazy. So yeah, guys, hit that like button down below if you enjoyed this video. Comment your thoughts down below, and I will see each and every single one of you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.